Speech. Stop. Speech off.
Hey y'all, today's video is going to be my July recent reads video. Who knows what number attempt of me filming this is. I literally have been getting so many interruptions. First, the house phone rang, then my mom calls me. Then I accidentally paused the recording. Instead of putting it pause, I accidentally deleted the recording I was working on. So I really hope this last chance will be the charm for this wrap up video. So the first book I read was called Miss B's Hot Girl Summer. I gave it 3 stars. Then I read Band Nerd. I gave it 3 stars. Then I read Summer in July, which is funny because we are in summer, we are in July. I gave it 3 stars. Then I read Camp Quilt Bag. I gave it 3 stars. Then I read Same Page, and I gave it 4 stars. Then I read Flirting Lessons. I gave it a 3 star. Then I read When Love Gives You Lemons. I gave it 5 stars. It's about a teen TikToker who also meets a food vlogger, and it goes from there. I gave it 5 stars. I loved it. Then I read Solo Stan, and it's about these 2 teens who go to a concert by themselves and they meet each other, and I gave it 5 stars. Then I read Love and Lattes, and it's about these 2 teens who meet each other at a cafe, and it goes from there. I gave it 4 stars. Then I read Never Thought I'd End Up Here. I gave it 4 stars. Then I read Keep Dancing Lily Chu, 3 stars. Then I read Near Misses and Cowboy Kisses. I gave it 3 stars. Then I read The Wish Switch, which I gave 4 stars. Then I read The Name Drop, which I gave 4 stars. Then I read Up Close and Personal. I gave it 4 stars. Then I read The Up Close and Personal is about a radio host show and a journal and a fitness instructor, and it goes from there. Then I read Summer Reading. Then I read The Girl Next Door, 3 stars. Then I read No Boy Summer, 3 stars. Then I read Those Summer Nights. I gave it 3 stars. Then I read Amelia Gray Is Almost Okay. I gave it 3 stars. Then I read Stuck With You, 3 stars. Then I read Soulmates. I gave it a 4 stars. Then I read Scissor Reel, and I gave it 4 stars. Then I read Somewhere Only We Know. I gave it 4 stars. And then I read The Lesbiana's Guide to Catholic School. It was okay. I've been putting it off for a while. I'm so glad I finally read it. I gave it 4 stars. And yeah, it was really good. Then I read That Wasn't in the Script. I gave it 4 stars. It was very good. Then I read Almost Flying, and I gave it 4 stars. Then I read From Twinkle with Love. I gave it a 4 star. Then I read Everyone Wants to Know. I gave it a 4 star. Then I read Recipe for Disaster. I gave it a 3 star. Then I read Time Out. I gave it a 3 star. Then I read June and In Nobe's Dating Game. I gave it a 3 stars. And it was a college basketball romance. I Believe in a Thing Called Love. I gave it a 4 stars. Then I read I Guess I Live Here Now. I gave it a 4 stars. Then I read One Way or Another, 4 stars. Then I read Idle Gossip. I also gave it 4 stars. Then I read 7% of Road Deborah. I gave it a 4 stars. Then I read another book which I gave 5 stars. And then I read What If You Fall For Me First. I gave it a 3 stars. It was okay. Then I read Ollie in Between. I gave it a 5 star. Then I read Left of Forever, 5 stars. college road trip romance Second Chance. It was good. I liked it. Then I read The Match, 4 stars. Then I read The Enemy, which is a sequel, 4 stars. Then I read This Could Be Forever, 4 stars. It was about 2 teens who are in college, and one of them wants to be a tattoo artist, and the other one wants to she wants to be an artist as well. Then I read Only in Your Dreams. I gave 5 stars. The first one in the Oakwood Bay series. I really liked it. Then I read Only Between Us, which I also gave 5 stars. I really liked it. Which is the second book in the Oakwood Bay series. Then I read The Bookish Life of Nina Hill, which I gave 4 stars. Then I read Close to Famous, which I gave 3 stars. Then I read Absolutely Almost, which I gave 3 stars. Then I read Better Catch Up Krishna Kumar, which I gave 3 stars. And some of these names are really hard to pronounce, so I'm sorry about that. Then I read Are You Their God, which I gave 3 star. Then I read Any Day With You, which I also gave 3 star. I have had 5-star book. I've had 9 5-star books in the month of July, and I've read 53 books in the month of July. So yeah, those are my stats.
Speech off. Microphone. Pause. Done. Dim. Done. Pause.